Hello, Dean and Brian. I am studying for the SIE and I'm having trouble with index options. Well, Caroline, I just said this, guess B and move on. I can't think of any other test question on the SIE about index options other than they settle in cash. So if I'm short an OEX, that's the S&P 100, the test question is I don't have to deliver, thank God, 100 shares of 100 stocks. What I deliver to the buyer is the cash equal to the intrinsic value. Carolina, I think people overestimate the amount of options expertise needed for the SIE. If you tell me you missed your SIE because of options, I say, no, you have bigger problems elsewhere. Now, when you go on to a 7, not so. You're going to get lots of questions. Brian, do you think there's anything other than index options settle in cash?
I just might think that the only index option that shows up on the SIE is asking whether or not, as a matter of fact, it's in my, I have one of my practice file, whether or not the index option is in the money, out of the money, or at the money. It's a simple intrinsic value question.
Well, in Carolina, I had a guy, Brian, who, until I told him it was an index, because he just thought it was a stock and he answered correctly. I said, oh, you got the index. Index. They freaked out. So, so if you just answered it, I think Brian's point is a good one, where it's a foreign currency option or an index option. We call those non-equity options. Right. And if you just go about your business not knowing that, I think you're going to be fine. I'm not sure what trouble you're having, but again, the only test question I'm aware of would be something not dependent on knowing anything about index options. The answer, Brian's example, or if they settle in cash.